Hi there and welcome back to the channel. I thought I'll do an update on the pinball box that I built. Can't really call it a pinball machine at this stage. It's not connected to any specific PC. I did try connecting it to a Lenovo mini PC. That didn't have enough power. Tried a laptop that someone had given me. That didn't have enough power. The processing unit, graphics card, whatever. I was just getting a lot of lag, and it was taking like 5-6 seconds for the ball to get from the top of the field to the bottom, especially in cab mode where you've got an extra screen on the top. I just put a monitor on the top over there, loose, to test it. So I tried a couple of PCs which were donated to me for various reasons, but that didn't work out. They were just too slow and laggy. So then I built another PC. Someone donated me a PC with an Athlon processor in it, which I'll show you in a minute. I'll get that out and show you. But again, lag. I even spent, I think it was £70 or £80 on a power supply, because what happened, I had a spare graphics card. I'll show you all that in the PC in the next part of this video. That graphics card was in my original gaming PC, which when I blew compressed air from a compressor through there to clean the dust out, I somehow damaged the fan blade. Didn't realize it. Brought the PC back to the desk, brought it back home and connected it up, and I had a vibration inside the case, and I couldn't figure out where this vibration was coming from until I thoroughly checked the PC over, checked all the cooling fans and everything, only to discover one of the fan blades on the graphics card had broken off. So I did manage to, well, I got another graphics card to replace it. Tried to sell it online, didn't get any buyers for it. Obviously no one wants a graphics card that's firstly second hand and secondly has a damaged fan blade. It's one that's got 3 fan blades on it. So that sort of sat in the drawer for ages until I decided to try to glue the fan blade back on, which was successful, because I then plugged the graphics card into my PC, no vibration, and everything was working fine. So I managed to hold the fan blade in place for long enough in the correct position for it to set in the original position, so no vibration or anything. So a while ago, when I was having all this hassle with these second-hand PCs, I decided to try that PC. Power supply wasn't powerful enough to drive that graphics card, so I thought, well, I'll upgrade my gaming PC with a new power supply. I'll get a fully modular one, which is quite nice because it's all nice and neat and tidy, and you only use the cables that you need. So the power supply from my gaming PC I put into the pinball PC, and that did the trick. Graphics card was happy with that, enough power, fired up fine. But still I'm experiencing some lag on certain games. It's like I say, it takes a few seconds for the ball to get from the top of the screen to the bottom. It depends on the actual table you're playing. It varies between different tables, but basically not fantastic. I also did put 2 drives in that PC, one with Windows 10, I think it is, for the pinball. Is it Windows 7 or 10? I can't remember what I put on there now. And the other drive for older games, which I cannot play on Windows 10. I set the drive up, I installed Windows XP, let me put it that way. So It was working fine with that, except it kept doing a disk check. Whenever I booted it up, I tried disabling the disk check. It would not disable. Don't know what was going on there. Then last night, decided to play pinball again. I was in the middle of the first game. PC froze on me. I couldn't get it to reboot. It just stuck on the BIOS screen. So I don't know what's going on with that. So basically I reconnected it via the cable from this iPack board to my gaming PC without the top monitor. I must try it in cab mode again. So I've decided I will just use it like that. I'll just connect it to my gaming PC from now on, because these other PCs just don't cut it, these second-hand ones. And it's going to cost me over £1,000 to get a decent PC to connect up to this, which I can't afford. So therefore today what I'm going to be doing, just refining the box a bit. I've got these sharp edges on the corners. They dig into the palms of your hands when you're trying to use the flippers. So I'm just trying to round them off. Sand the edges down. These overlap slightly on the edge where I've marked it. So I've taken all the buttons off there, off the sides and the front panel. I've taken off the front panel. I've had to mark each button with numbers, same the ones on the top, because every time I connect it up to a different PC, the mapping on the iPad board seems to go haywire. I have to sit there and redo the controls within Pinball Arcade or Pinball FX. Each time I switch between them, the mapping goes haywire. So I have to sit there and remap them in the game, remap them within the iPack software on the PC. But it was good to go after I did that last night. So I've basically disconnected them all, made a note of what is where, and marked them up with numbers on the wires so I don't get them all mixed up. Then I'm going to sand down the box. I have some black paint that I bought for this. I think it's matte black, which I haven't used on it yet because I just kind of got fed up with it and the whole project stalled. The other thing is this perspex gets dirty, gets marks on it, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I may replace it with glass at some point. And these bits on the top, I still haven't sorted out what I'm doing with that. How to attach those. These are just bits to fill in where the gaps are by the monitor. So those are just sitting loose in there at the moment. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Maybe round off corners and then maybe give it a coat of paint. It may be easier, rather than painting it with a brush, to get a can of spray paint. Just paint it with a brush. I've got an undercoat. I was going to say overcoat, but no, undercoat, which I'll just paint it with a brush on there, a couple of layers maybe. Sand it down, check for any blemishes. Got wood filler as well, so I can fill in any bits that need filling. For instance, these, I don't need to take this panel off again. I can fill those in. The ones on the front panel, I'll not fill those because I'm probably going to need to take that off at some point. The ones on the back panel, I could fill the countersunk screw holes. So yeah, I'm going to try and clean this cabinet up a bit and figure out what I'm going to do next with it. Try and get it painted and looking nice and get it a bit more comfortable to play so that you don't have these corners digging into the palms of the hands. And just use it with my gaming PC for now. I did look at an At Games Legend pinball machine. They're like £900. Then you can buy the extra panel with the joystick for another 200, and the board to connect the back panel to your PC for another 70 or 75 odd. So you know, you're looking at 1,150, 1,170 pounds, somewhere thereabout, which is still a lot of money for me. This cost me probably, I don't know, £100 to make, £120 altogether. Didn't want to spend a hell of a lot of money on it. So anyway, I thought I hadn't done any videos for my gaming channel for quite some time. I thought I'll just do a bit of an update on this, and I'll now just cut this video for a minute and then open up that PC to show you what it's looking like, the PC that I was using on here. Right, so I've got to be quick here, my battery's about to die. This is the Athlon 2 processor. It's an M4A79XTD Evo. That's the graphics card and fans. It's got 1, 2, 3 fans. It was one of those that the blade broke off. And that's the power supply from my gaming PC, 700 watts. So that's enough to power it, but this processor is not powerful enough. The RAM is DDR3 that I had left over from my gaming PC because I upgraded that at some point. And I've got the 2 drives. One is an SSD, that's for the pinball, and the other one is a standard hard drive, that's for my other games, which a lot of them won't run on Windows 10. That was working fine, like I say, except for the booting up disk check thing. So anyway, that's the PC I was trying to use with it. Got frustrated with that, and I'll have to see what I'm going to do in the future, but for now I think I'll just use the gaming PC. So anyway, I'm going to end this video for now. I'll give you an update once I've done some more work on the pinball box, and thanks for watching. Until the next one, bye bye for now.